When the text came in, it felt completely normal. Hey, we're all getting together tonight. It's been a while. You better show up. Same group. Same friends I'd spent years with, game nights, road trips, late night food runs, celebrating birthdays we barely planned. We hadn't seen each other much lately, so I figured this was just us reconnecting. I didn't hesitate. I got ready, grabbed my keys, and headed out. They'd picked a house outside the city. One of those quiet suburban places with long driveways and no street noise. We'd hung out in spots like that before, so nothing about it seemed strange. But when I pulled up, there were barely any cars. No music. No laughter spilling outside. Just a porch light on. I actually checked my phone to make sure I had the right address. I told myself, maybe I'm just early. So I walked up and knocked. The door opened almost immediately. They were all inside, sitting, not talking, not eating, just sitting there like they'd been waiting. Every single one of them looked at me at the same time. I smiled, trying to break the tension. Wow, this is dramatic. What is this, an intervention? I joked. No one laughed. Come in, someone said. That was the first moment something didn't feel right. I stepped inside anyway. One of them pulled out a chair at the dining table. Sit down. We need to talk. Those 4 words hit way harder than they should have. I sat. And then it started. Not catching up. Not how have you been? Not stories or jokes. Just complaints. One after another. Things I didn't know they'd been holding onto for months. Times they felt I didn't show up enough. Times they thought I'd changed. Times they assumed I didn't care anymore. Some of it I didn't even recognize. Some of it wasn't true. Some of it maybe was. I tried to explain, tried to respond, but they weren't there to understand. They were there to unload. It felt less like a hangout, and more like I had walked into a room where everyone had already decided who I was. Like this whole night had been planned, not to reconnect, but to confront. At some point, I stopped defending myself. I just listened, because I realized something that hurt more than anything they were saying. This wasn't a get-together. This was goodbye. They just didn't call it that. After a while, the talking stopped. No one said, let's fix this. No one said, we're glad you came. One of them finally muttered, we just thought you should know how we felt. That was it. I grabbed my jacket, walked out, and closed the door behind me. No one followed. No one texted to see if I got home safe. I sat in my car for a long time, staring at the dashboard, trying to understand how something that was supposed to bring people back together ended up showing me I was already gone. I thought I was invited because I mattered. But sometimes, you're not called to be welcomed. You're called so people can finally let you go.